Good morning. Say good morning, Frankie. Want to say good morning? Yes, you can see my bra straps. I'm not going to be modest today. I'm actually probably going to wear a little something over my shoulders. Probably one of those white blouses. One of the 10 white blouses I have. I have white, black, and denim, and gray, mostly, in my closet. I think you've seen me wear something with a print on it, and I end up giving it away. I try it every once in a while. Okay, so anyway, here's what I wanted to talk to you about today. And then we'll put on my makeup because I have stuff to do. Here's what I want to say. There are a lot of things that we splurge on financially when there are some things we really want and we don't spend the money because it's just a little too expensive, right? Think about it. I've recently been going through that with fragrance and bras because my body's changing. How I want to put on my bra is changing. I'd like to get some that fasten in the front. I've had some in the past, but it was the distance passed, and I really didn't have a need for that kind of convenience. And now I'm kind of seeing where that would really be a stress reducer. Just a little bit. If you can reduce just a tiniest bit of stress every day in whatever it is that you do, it accumulates. Just like negative stress, just a little bit every day throughout the day accumulates, right? It's math at the end of the day. Frankie does not care right now. I wish I could reach him and pull him over. Okay, so we're going to talk about fragrance. I did a video a little bit ago, last week, about some of these yummy, highly advertised fragrances on Temu. The more I sprayed them, the more I liked them that night. And it may have been an accumulation of different scents up my nose. So I think I had 9 altogether. The other 8 are in a basket waiting for me to do returns. This is the only one that really had an outstanding scent on its own. And this is one I was raving about that smells like roasted marshmallows, caramelized vanilla, and macadamia. Now, I would never go out purposely look for a fragrance that smells like roasted marshmallows. It's just not normally my type of fragrance. However, this was such a delight that I'm considering keeping this as a pillow fragrance. You know, just something you put down just before you lay your head down, because that's about as long as it lasts. I practically drenched several different clothes over the course of this last week with the different fragrances. And maybe because my skin is dry, and I even put coconut oil, I put grapeseed oil that has no scent, castor oil. I've tried different things to moisturize my skin to help the fragrance last longer. How in the world it's possible for so many of Temu's perfume brokers to make a perfume that smells so amazing when you spray it out of the bottle and then have it disappear is almost like magic. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know. I'm just saying, they're all going back. I'm thinking about keeping this one because I got it for just under $6. I got it anywhere between $5.95, and that's why I bought so many. It was such a great deal. $5.95, $4.95 to $5.95. I got each and every one of those. So I'm going to send them all back, except I think I'm just going to pretend I paid $5 for a pillow fragrance. Pretty sure that's what I'm going to do. I don't know how many fragrances I have purchased from Temu since my very first order. I'm going to show you what I ordered in my very first order that I got all those. They're like sleep bras, or just, they're not sports bras. They're just kind of a spandex polyester mix. I don't know. Elastic little t-shirt bra. Anyway, I got this lovely little threesome. All three of them are about as big as my hand. I got this little perfume outfit. And I got to tell you that I've looked for it again and I can't find it. The rose is okay. Each of them lasts a little bit better. This is before I knew you could even return things through Temu. I thought their prices were so low that they were final prices the first order. And then without listening to or watching other reviews, I found out you could return them. It's just you had to take a picture. In my mind, I saw where you could add a picture. I thought it meant you had to add a picture. And I just thought, oh, that's so much trouble. But this, if you can get this, understand, once again, it doesn't last long, but the flower of story, I've ordered other peach fragrances because they look similar and they were called peach something. This is the only one that smells like it does. It's incredible. It lasts longer than this, but not a lot longer. This one, the flower of the story, this is the sweet cherry. I've purchased, now look at it, it says flower of story. This one is something else. It's such a pretty heavy bottle. I've never cared about what a bottle looked like, really, except one time when I was a 19-year-old, there was a fragrance that I was in love with, and I finally forgot the name. I remembered it for years, I think, but it came in an artistic glazed glass bottle that was shaped like a female torso, and it sat on a black base. That was the most incredible fragrance I'd ever smelled, and they discontinued it quickly. I figure a big brand bought the recipe, cut that one out, and redesigned the bottle and sold it under something else. That's my guess. Because it was just too affordable. You could get it at Walgreens. And it was, I know back then it was under $20. And it was incredible. But I can't even find the empty bottles anywhere. Just as it was, it had to have been in an expensive bottle to make too. But that's the only bottle I ever remember much about. So you're going to see a lot of bottles that look similar, but it doesn't mean it's the same recipe. These are two different recipes. This is nice. I use it for a pillow spray, actually, because it doesn't last long, but it does smell nice. This one is intoxicating. Okay, I'm going to show you. I have been using this for years as a pillow spray. I've been using this since I found out about pillow sprays. So when I got this one, I thought, oh, I love rose. I do. I mix it with lots of other fragrances that I have over the years. That's just what I do. Just a little bit of rose with almost everything. This is interesting. But it's not my favorite. It smells a little too powder. White Shoulders. It smells a little too much like the powder of White Shoulders, which reminds me of my adopted great-grandmother. Adopted grandmother. And she's my Florida family's mother. So with her passing away and all the stress that whole situation had, I like to remember her like this. I don't like that smell. It brings me way too, I feel like I'm wearing something. But, oh, I just loved her so much. What an honor to help take care of her in her last years. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple other fragrances too. Oh, and I liked this enough as a pillow spray that when it went on, I got a notice for a discount, I bought it back up. Really like it for pillow spray. I love pillow sprays, and sometimes I just spray the heck out of the inside of my closet and drawers just to hope that it'll last, but it doesn't last. Now, the only perfume I have ever ordered that has any longevity is this one. This is a sophisticated scent. I don't know who they're duping, but there are a lot of people who have been guessing at who they're duping, and I just don't know. But this lid is plastic. A lot of people say it breaks as soon as they take it off. If you roughhouse this at all, it's gonna split. I'm not quite sure how much it cost them to make this component, but they wasted their money. They could have just done this with a pretty little cap, but it must look like something else. I don't know. I don't go out looking for expensive perfume because I don't wear it enough, and I like simple fragrances, and I'll show you some more. But this plastic, it's not high end, it's not metal like I'm imagining the originals, but the component is a good one. The component's a good one, and that's important because a lot of people say, oh, and I love how heavy the glass is. I don't care about that intellectually, but yeah, they're right. It does feel good in your hand when it's heavy. But I don't care about that. What I care about is this fragrance, and make sure you get the right brand, because it looks like, let me see if I can, it looks like, there you go. Take a picture of that. It looks like there's different brands, just like there are for this. So watch for that. The smell on this is rich. It reminds me of perfume. Like, I remember smelling Evening in Paris when I was a little girl, and I just thought, oh my God, what a beautiful scent. It doesn't smell like this, but I just remember how rich it smelled. It was complicated, but beautifully orchestrated. And that's what this is. It's a sophisticated smell. Young girls are not going to enjoy wearing this unless they're mature. I mean, very mature, sophisticated. You know what I mean? I mean a Chanel or Lancome, or I know those are two different classes, but I'm just saying there are a lot of very classy Lancome ladies. This was a keeper. This is the only fragrance I've gotten from Temu other than this little trio, because of this one and this one, that are truly keepers. This was so inexpensive. Great pillow fragrance. This one, I don't know if I need another Pillow Fragrance. I just showed you, I have 3 bottles right there of Pillow Fragrance. I don't know. Okay, so now I'm going to show you, put Temu aside for a minute. Okay. Well, maybe not. Let me digress. I'm not going that area yet. I'm going to show you the difference between, okay, this was, we'll just say $5. I think it's close to $7 right now. I was checking it out yesterday. I have a Bed Bath, or, oh, what's it called? I'm having a brain. Bath and Body Works. Here's Bath and Body Works. At the most, this is $13 a bottle. This is, we're going to say $5. So if you're going to pay $10 for this, and I think this was $11 last time I bought it, this has more longevity, and it makes a great pillow scent, and I absolutely love it. I love it as much as I do marshmallows. That's why I consider giving this away, because I have a couple bottles. This Twisted Mint, these are usually sold at holidays, and that's why I usually pick up a couple of each to get me through the year with pillow scent. And I spray my drawers and closets with them. So I just feel like I'm getting a better deal with these. It's too bad there's not longevity in this. I'm sad about it. I mean, I've watched people rave about these. But if I can't even smell it on my clothes, because I saturate my hair, not saturate, but I mist my hair heavily under my arms, down my body. But I always do my clothes because I know my body has always been on the drier side, except for my face. When I was younger, it was oily. But now everything's dry. So I know not to count on fragrance lasting on my body. You have to have some oils in your body, some heat. And I just don't do that. That's why I put it even under my arms and under my breasts and private parts, just to give it a chance. But if you can't even smell it on your clothes, it's not doing anything. So it's a waste of money. These I can spray in my closet, and I can smell it. Okay, I'll spray my closet when I put on my PJs. Then I go do an evening reading, or maybe watch some Golden Girls, or both. Then I come home, or come into my room to go to bed, and the room smells wonderful. This, I sprayed on my pillow and on my sheets, put my blankets back up so it would be nice and cozy in there, took my sheets down, smelled nothing. Very disappointed. It only really, you know, if I spray it and then just go ahead and lay down, then I smell it. So I'm going to show you another fragrance that's very incredibly affordable. And this is Sopia. I don't know what I did with the lid. I think I finally threw it away because it wouldn't stay on. Like I said, I don't care about all that. This is her signature fragrance. And I'm going to tell you what. This smells wonderful to me, especially on my clothes, not on my skin. Most fragrances I'm not in love with on my skin. But I love this. So I decided to try the evening fragrance. The evening fragrance sprayed on my clothes is another one of those little more sophisticated, but it has something in it to me that when I put it anywhere right up under my nose, it takes a while for it to quit smelling like bug spray. It's a true story. I don't know what happened with my hormones about 10 years ago, but it's true. There are certain scents that contain something, and I haven't quite put my finger on it. Maybe it's licorice that just, my nose doesn't like it. However, when I spray this on my clothes in the closet. And I'd leave and come back half an hour later to go to bed. Oh, my room smells lovely. It smells wealthy. It smells comforting. It smells. She's got some good lab workers. Kind of strange, right? That is kind of strange to me. Okay, now I'm going to show you something else. So because I like these two so much, I went ahead and got the body spray. This is her, so there's the day and the night, or the light and the dark. I don't know what it is, but they're both her fragrances, and they're two different formulas. But this goes here. This is incredible. I love this, and the longevity is incredible. I think the price has gone up significantly because what a hit. And she doesn't keep her fragrances long. As soon as she sells out on something, she's on to the next thing. From what I can tell. I don't know for sure, but it's hard to find her fragrances, and they're going up in price. This woman has some good noses at her perfumeries. This is amazing. The longevity is incredible, and I like it from the first scent until I can't smell it anymore, but other people can't. So that's amazing. So when you take this and this, like if this is now $6.95, let's just say $7, and this cost me, I know, less than $14. Why would I buy something I really, really love versus that lasts all day or a long time versus something I can just mist on my pillow at night and it's gone? I'd have to be so in love with it just to smell that roasted marshmallows. So that's why this one's still on my table, and the others are not. It's just, I just love it. Even if it's just for 5 seconds. Okay, I have something else I want to show you. Speaking of sprays that don't last, right? I got this at, I think it's a Lancome fragrance. Yeah, no, Elizabeth Arden. Sorry. Elizabeth Arden. So I was looking for, it's green tea scent spray. It has a pretty bottle. Isn't that pretty? I just think that's sweet. Not that I care about the bottle. I care about the scent. In the lid, I thought, oh, that smells so clean. I could just spray that in my hair, walk out the door and feel refreshed to go run errands, right? Just something light, fresh. It is fresh, like you just got out of a shower. And so I got it. Once again, it smells good on the lid. But the longevity, to me, is seconds. So it's not just inexpensive fragrance and dupes. There are some fragrances that, and here's the key, that our noses clear out of our olfactory system quicker, right? There will be scents that our olfactory sensors will remember forever, like the smell of roasted marshmallows, or the smell of soap, sweet, yum, just delightful soap. But for some reason, it will stop registering it after so much time. I don't know why. Scientifically, very interesting. I did watch a video on it once, but I don't remember. It has to do with neural pathways and receptor sites. It's something kind of interesting. It was probably one of those late night searches when I was looking for why doesn't perfume last on me. But this is another one. I got it at Ross's or TJ Maxx, something like that, for $14. So I did not go through the trouble of returning it. Now, here's another surprise. I was working with a gal on a military base, and she comes into my office, and I know she just had a PT test, and she should be smelling sweaty. But she had changed her clothes, she freshened up, and she needed to come see me. And she came in smelling so fresh, like she had taken her time with getting ready. And I know she got ready within minutes. That's why it was so surprising to me. She came in looking fresh. She had her clean clothes on. She came in looking fresh, and she just smelled so good. Her hair looked good. So I don't know. She had it going on. But I asked her, I said, how do you smell so good? And she goes, oh, I have the best kept secret. She says, I buy this by the case. And later that day, she brought me a bottle. If you want something that lasts, that's fresh smelling, just got out of the shower, and it stays, this is what you want. They've changed their packages because when they got like this, I kept looking at them at Amazon, and I thought, oh, I want some, but dang, I don't know, for just spray deodorant, this is not an antiperspirant. It's, you know, I just don't know. Well, I ended up catching it just right when they were changing their designs. And so I bought a couple 6-packs of each one of these. Maybe more than 2 of each, because I don't ever want to run out. I just love it. Then when I am going out, like to a wedding or something, I have 2 fragrances that I use. One is Weekend by Burberry. I love this. I spray it on my clothes, spray it in my hair a little bit, spray it inside my purse. I very often just spray my clothes before I even put them on, like the day before or early in the day, just so I have a little whiff of the smell. I know it sounds like I spray a lot, but when you just put it on fabric, on something dry, the smell doesn't usually, it's not usually heavy. Matter of fact, when I pack, I never take perfume unless I take one of these little things. I need to wash this. I just found this in one of my old suitcases, both of these. So I need to wash these. But they're samplers that you used to be able to get at the perfume counters in Nordstrom's and in a lot of stores like Bergner's and Macy's, but you don't get them anymore. And the other one is Coach. Believe it or not, I got this on the holidays at Walmart. Yeah, how about them apples? But I like it because it smells a little more sophisticated and mature than the fragrance that I usually wear. And I just love the scent. I just sprayed it, and I tried to spray a little mist, but I got my finger more than anything. I just find it very nice, very sophisticated. So anyway, I wanted to share that about fragrances. Is you got to figure out where you want to spend your money. You know, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. What can you afford? Can you afford to spend this much on 10 seconds worth of fragrance? Maybe 30 seconds, or all day? Hours with this. About the same price. Or pay twice as much for something you love for twice as much. That's going to last longer. I don't know. Or that wonderful, brief, we'll just say 30 seconds of joy. I don't know. All right, I'm going to do another video here in a little bit, but I just wanted to say I love you and do this perfume follow-up. I have not seen any fragrance follow-up from Temu influencers. I see lots of them hooting and hollering over dupes and wonderful scents, or they just don't like it that much, but I'm not seeing any follow-up scents. So take it from me, it doesn't matter which one it is. All the ones people have raved about, I have ordered and tried, just because it's shopping therapy for me. And I've just didn't think about doing a fragrance review. I'm not a big, I don't know. I'm not an influencer, but I think what it comes down to is when we talk about our mental health, when we talk about how we spend our time and our joy, oh God, that smells so good. It smells so grown up and yet feminine. If you get bored, give this one a shot. Coach. Isn't that pretty? Little carriage on there. Horse and carriage. How we spend our time, how we spend our money, how we spend our energy, it adds up. It's stress or a blessing. Hey, you gonna say goodbye? Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right, y'all. Love you. See you soon. Bye for now.